Приветствую вас на канале Takeda GT. Мы продолжаем прохождение Hogwarts Legacy на ПК. Итак, давайте посмотрим, что у нас по менюшке. У нас там, по-моему, талант нераспределенный. Так, пока все еще прокачиваем темное искусство. Вот здесь нам потребуется Авада Кедавра. А тут мы можем приобрести талант, который отхиливает нас. И теперь по заданиям. Нам, по-моему, Себастьян, да, прислал письмо. Так, посмотрим, где он находится. Самое близкое это вот сюда, если переместиться.
Wonder who lives here.
Заодно тут можно и продать будет.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard India.
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
Так, что у него можно? О, деревенский магазин. Перо Чего? Болтрушайки. А, это апгрейды, которые мы можем купить. Нет, я на самом деле продать. Это не будем пока продавать.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by anytime?
Текстурки не успели прогрузиться на шарике.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Ну,
I'm
давайте
ready to
осмотрим
explore the
катакомбы.
catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Найдите
I'm
реликвию.
sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Зато Себастьян с нами ходит.
Accio! Incendio! Bombarda! Confringo! Accio! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Так, а зачем?
Accio! Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Accio!
This room is taller than it looks.
Ну-ка сюда.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft.
Шпиль башни.
Brilliant.
Ну, давай дальше.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo. Protego.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Depulso.
Клык паука из них падает. Неизвестный предмет для рук. Так, ну пока непонятно, куда идти. Давайте сходим вот
Watch your
сюда.
step. I nearly slipped there.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio.
А этот ядовитый паук.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems.
Revelio. And then were abandoned.
Exactly.
Confringo.
Fine, though.
Неизвестный предмет для головы. Но это был секретик, окей. Я драйвер, кстати, обновил. Нужно залезть в настроечки. Не взлетели ли. Здесь выключено, это включено. Нет, все нормально.
Now
Так,
this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Confringo. Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
Accio. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
еще один неизвестный предмет.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Не знаю зачем, но возможно понадобится.
There's something here by the altar.
Запись из дневника студента. Стоило мне по глупости упомянуть реликвию в отчете, и мне велели оставить ее в покое. Я чту правила, но наука для меня важнее. В этой реликвии есть нечто особенное. Говорят, что у волшебников, которых выбрали по палочке из дуба, сильная интуиция. Думаю, это правда. Мне удалось дождаться подходящего момента и наколдовать баррикады, заслонившие реликвию. Да простят меня предки за то, что материалом послужили их кости. Я намереваюсь к ней вернуться, но сперва мне предстоит освоить заклятие Империус. Говорят, оно хорошо работает против врагов.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio!
Так, найти способ. А, ну смотрите, подсвечиваются черепочки. Ну-ка посмотрим. Давай-ка еще.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio!
Надеюсь, это последний комплект костей.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Я не хочу учиться заклятию, да, я хочу научиться заклятию.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Прям четверка. Треугольник, квадрат, кружок, крестик.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Видимо, нам нужно поставить его. Так. Я вот даже теперь думаю, может сюда его поставить? Ну ладно, пока здесь заменим. А где паучок, который за нас сражался?
Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo!
Я не хотел это заклинание.
Defender! Expelliarmus! Accio! Confringo! Bombarder! Incendio! Confringo! Bombarder! Confringo!
Accio. Incendio.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Так, зачем мы сюда шли? Костей добыть.
Accio.
Рябиновый отвар, 21 штука уже.
Confringo. Revelio.
Шарф кобальтового цвета. У нас легендарный шарф. Плюс 4 идет. Нет, пока мы оставим шарф на месте. Так, ну, здесь ничего нету. Здесь еще можно пошариться.
Confringo.
Так, там нужно вот это
This
заклинание.
catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Хотя, может, и не нужно. Ну, тут только секреты.
Confringo. Revelio.
Так, проход завален, ну, значит, нам сюда.
Confringo. Bombarda.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Accio. How gracious of you.
I try.
Так, а что делают?
Guardian Leviosa.
Давай строим.
Accio.
Так, видимо, нужна какая-то
Revelio.
последовательность.
Accio.
Да, и тогда двери эти откроются. Но, видимо, нужно потянуть 2 штуки.
That worked. Keep going.
Но нам не это нужна.
Revelio.
Давайте смотреть, нам вот это нужно. Это квадратик и кругляшочек.
Accio.
Ну, не квадратик, а лесенка.
Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
Здесь сундук, кстати.
Accio.
Давайте сундучок тоже заберем. И
Revelio.
вот затем еще.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
Мы готовы.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why
Revelio.
Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
здоровый. Я не тебя хотел. Давай-ка за нас. Так, последний остался.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Ну, вроде бы справились. Так, еще какой-то лут. Клык паука.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
В реликвии сокрыта огромная сила, которую можно использовать во благо не только волшебников, но и всего мира. Но цена этого слишком велика. Необходима темная жертва. Не трогайте реликвию, пока мы не узнаем больше. Ну, пирамидка такая.
Sebastian,
Телами.
the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Давайте
I'm willing to
возьмем.
ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant
Будут,
to be.
конечно, проблемы.
For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous?
Да что ты все за нами ходишь?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Lumos. How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Так, ну, нет, я не буду убеждать его.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Ну, зато мы его не убили. Так, вопрос, куда идти только.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word. Revelio.
Каким-то образом это, конечно, головоломка открывается.
We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and
Ну ладно.
I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Так, тут мы бродили-ходили, вот здесь, наверное, уже и выход.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
Так, вернуться в Фелдкрофт. Давайте слетаем. Тут нельзя летать. Хорошо. Телепорт нельзя сделать. И он с нами бежит, вот поэтому нельзя. А раньше там тоже так дымило?
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Кто там?
Accio! Incendio! Bombarda! Confringo! Incendio!
I will have my revenge!
Expelliarmus! Crucio!
Мы скоро 23 уровня станем.
No, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Взорвите дозорного сторонника. Петрификус, ну понятно.
Your spells glanced off of me. Not quite.
Imperial.
The alarm. Cruising back this way.
Expelliarmus. Incendious.
Keep out of short reach.
Bombarda.
One less human to worry about.
Accio.
I'm handling it.
Imperial.
Your sense.
Cruising. Defender. Expelliarmus.
There's nowhere to go. We have to fight.
Keep out of short reach.
Мы стали 23 уровня.
Uncle, to the right!
Got him.
They're closing in!
Expelliarmus. Defender.
А им-то что надо?
Boy, what have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Ну, конечно, лучше бы
What did my
позволить
uncle
ей
expect me
умереть.
to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Давайте поговорим.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Revelio.
Манекены для тренировок. Еще сундучок. Так, нам нужно в крипте с ним поговорить. Да, но сначала тут можно продать все. Давайте посмотрим. У нас какие-то легендарные в основном вещи. А остальные вещи
Seems a
нужно...
pleasant enough little place.
Понятно. Все разбежались. Так, хорошо. Карта Хогвартса. Дальше. Секретные комнаты. Вручай комнату. Надо разгадать все и поднять себе характеристики. Так, все разгадали. Повышает урон, наносимый с помощью чар инсендио. Фигня. Плюс 20 к защите. Повышает урон от всех заклинаний с высоким уроном. Это какие заклинания? С высоким уроном. Ну, к защите неплохо, поэтому берем. Главные уборы. Еще плюс 2 к защите. Снижает урон, полученный от топореек. Тоже берем. Ну, на самом деле, смотрите. Нет, оставляем тут. Повышает урон, наносимый с помощью заклинания Круцо, поэтому пока эта шляпа получше будет. Повышает урон, наносимый проклятым целям. Вот это неплохо. Ой, выглядит, правда, ужасно. Ну вот, так-то лучше. У нас уже 4900. И давайте доберемся до крипты. Нет, это зал картографии, мы так не попадем сюда. Клад зелеварения, ну ближе я не вижу. Может что-то здесь? Нет, тоже не ближе. Вроде бы здесь. Такой доп-квест довольно длинный получился.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
А вы тоже считаете, что мне нужно было поступать на кафедру Слизерина?
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
Так, ну, завершили. Еще мы не распределяли очко таланта. Что у нас в темных искусствах? Ну, пока оставим. Ключевые. Рябиный отвар мы не так часто используем. Идеальное парирование, ну, это у меня редко получается делать. Так, заклинания. Ну, мы вот это заклинание используем, так что возьмем его. И давайте в задания основные. У нас как раз с Себастьяном. Так, ближе всего вот отсюда будет перемещаться.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Снова в шахту идти.
Revelio.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Так, начнем, пожалуй, с Империо.
Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Imperial.
Crucible.
Defender. Expelliarmus.
Что еще?
Revelio.
This might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I should need to eat again till next week.
Жестокость 2-го уровня.
Imperio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Crucible.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Ну, давай
Once
дальше.
again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
I'm famished.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
No,
Imperial.
why is it crap?
Crucible.
What's the pumpkin? Oh, weak human. Magic tricks, don't distract me.
Defender. Expelliarmus. Imperial.
Давай-ка за нас.
Bombarda. Incendiary. Confringo.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
Так, где-то сундук должен быть.
Confringo.
Засада. Ну, давай отправляемся в шахты. На доп-миссию с Себастьяном у нас ушло полчаса. Мы, кстати, сейчас вот заставка только что была, это был Азкабан. И туда попасть можно только если вы то ли за Пуффиндуй на кафедре учитесь, то ли за Коктевран. Остальным недоступно туда
Better or
попасть.
for worse, we're in. Accio. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Рябиновый отвар.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Enjoy suffering,
Confringo. Bombarda.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Бам, бам, бам.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too
Он,
many.
кстати, уровня
They
повыше,
definitely
чем...
think there's something here they want. Revelio.
Так, нам нужно наверх.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ой. Черт возьми. Я провалился в текстуре. Такое случается, потому что меня предмет протолкнул вниз.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Так, а если... Так, настройки. 1 минута. Ну, ладно. Не так страшно.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda.
Спидранеры в Dark Souls, ну и вообще в соусах, часто, да во многих играх используют такую штуку.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of things.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Так.
Confringo.
Так, мост восстановить нужно, я так понимаю, да? Так.
Reparo.
Изучите меню коллекции. Не хочу ничего давать.
Bombarda. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio.
Вроде и так неплохо получается.
Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
А, это силки. Дьявольские силки, по-моему, они называются.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo.
Так, что в сундуке? Неизвестный предмет для головы. Врагов, конечно, маловато.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Я имею в виду, типов врагов маловато.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Incendio. Accio. Bombarda.
You must have a lucky shot! You don't know who you're playing with!
Aerial. You're safe. We're not finished yet. It's almost
Это кто у нас такой? Давай-ка за нас.
Expelliarmus! Defender! Accio!
Зря я на нем это заклинание использовал.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Crucio! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Bombardo!
Готов.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly of bravery, you know.
Так, мы немножко потратили отваров. Они тут валяются.
Revelio.
Так, он механизм какой-то.
Now,
Confringo.
we can have a look around in peace.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo.
Rune symbol above the
Bombardo.
cabin.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Confringo.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
Запись из дневника Исидоры.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't
Здесь
in vain
какой-то
after all.
проход.
Still, something about this place feels odd.
Подождите, давайте почитаем запись. Когда я очнулась, перед глазами все расплывалось. Как долго я была без сознания. Помню лишь его глаза. Пустой взгляд. Пустой, потому что он уже не испытывал боли, но... А еще помню, как меня захлестнула эйфория, когда боль рассеялась. И потом все вокруг завертелось. Кажется, я ударилась головой, когда падала. Ни ушиба, ни ссадины нет, но в голове пульсирует боль. Надеюсь, это не черная смерть. Зато он больше не будет страдать.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Да, он где-то прям здесь. Рядышком. И это, по сути, основная миссия. Заняла 20 минут у нас.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Что
I
за
know that
трабл?
coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Гоблин.
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Ну, надеюсь, миссия не прервется.
Revelio.
А я что-то и забыл, что гоблины заколдовали его сестру.
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Так, ну отлично, давайте сходим. Обновление на метлу купим. Да и товар заодно продадим.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
4000. Ну, деваться некуда.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Так, вот это тоже можно продать. Так, шарф пока не будем продавать. Знаю, что некоторые там увеличивают, но пока это все незначительно увеличивает, поэтому можно продавать.
Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Так, вопрос, где она? Даже небо не предел. Мы даже в этой части не были, мне кажется, да? Да, мы в этой части и не были.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Интересно, а что быстрее все-таки летает? Ну, давайте попробуем. На метле сначала. Так, а мы туда, мне кажется, даже не сможем переместиться сейчас, да? Тут какой-то перевал. И дальше территория-то закрыта.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of the car.
Да, вы не можете находиться верхом. Понятно, в общем, это когда в конце игры уже, скорее всего. Так. Говорит директриса. В зале картографии появился портрет профессора Немов. Давайте поговорим. Ну, она, наверное, предложит свое испытание. Я предположу так. Это будет 3-м из 4.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Так, нужно проникнуть в кабинет директора. Нужно дождаться, пока
How will I gain
активируется
access to the
миссия.
headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Так, класс заклинаний. По-моему, это его класс.
I think he was hungry.
More like he doesn't like you.
Balthazar loves me. I'm his best friend.
I would think.
А в Хогвартсе нельзя применять запрещенные заклинания.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Почему я все не могу найти, как к нему в кабинет сразу попадать? Сейчас посмотрим по карте. Класс заклинаний. Не понимаю. А, нет, это не в кабинете находится, это сверху находится.
Revelio.
Подождем. Снова поговорить.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Поговорите с мадам Кагавой. А, мне перемещение закрыли. Понятно, значит, нам нужно походить, чтобы пособирать реакцию на нас.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children. Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
What could the headmaster want?
Где это мадам Кагава-то находится? 70 метров.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Понятно, просто диалоги.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Немножко позлили ее.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Master, and he's coming this way.
Так, где этот Скроуп?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor
Снова миссия из разговоров.
How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Так, он занимается секретными миссиями.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
Зато зал прогрузился.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Так, в нем говорится про силу, про власть моей семьи, про чистоту крови. Ну, про чистоту крови нет, мне кажется. Давайте про власть семьи.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
Понятно. Чистокровки его интересует.
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Как приятно.
Made it just in time.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
Так, задание завершено. Где продолжение? Снова немножко подождать надо. Так, нет, вот открылось. Проберитесь. Давайте проберемся. Прям очень высоко. Я думаю, мы дойдем до испытания, а там сделаем перерывчик. Так, я хочу узнать, что вот это такое. Какие-то часы со временем. Песочные часы факультетов. Эти большие и богато украшенные песочные часы содержат рубины, бриллианты, сапфиры и изумруды, заколдованы для подсчета очков Гриффиндора, Пуффендуя, Коктеврана и Слизерина соответственно.
Aha!
И у кого больше всего? Ну вот у этих что-то насыпано, и у этих что-то насыпано. Хорошо, отправляемся наверх. Так. Заклинание вот это нужно. А мы уже применяли. Так, мимо прошел, мимо. Нужно еще выше. Ага. Какой же длинный подъем. Так, возьмем точку телепорта.
Revelio.
Смотрите, какой доспех там. Для тролля какого-то, видимо. Какая красота. Да тут столько страниц. Ларец для кубка огня. Кубок огня находится в этом древнем сундуке, который изящно инкрустирован драгоценными камнями. Кубок служил средством отбора чемпионов для турнира 3 волшебников с момента основания соревнования в конце 13 века. Вон оно как выглядело. Что тут еще интересного?
Revelio.
О, смотрите, сундучок. Для шаров. Так, это что у нас? Зал трофеев. В этой комнате находится кубок школы, кубки по квиддичу, трофеи за дуэль и другие награды, врученные студентам. Иногда здесь можно увидеть вышедших за рамки дозволенного студентов, которые начищают серебро как напоминание о ценности тяжелого ручного труда. Так, это что у нас такое? Награда за успехи в травологии. Эта награда присуждается учащимся 7-го курса факультета Пуффендуй Мирабель Чесноук в знак признания ее выдающихся навыков в области травологии и успехи в работе с самыми разными растениями от мандрагоры до пубантибюров и прыгучих луковиц превзошли все ожидания. И мы забрали эту вывеску. Здорово.
Revelio.
Так, ну вроде бы все посмотрели. И еще выше. Сколько раз надо это сделать?
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the
Вот и
password.
гаргулья.
Revelio.
А здесь, видимо, ключ какой-то требуется.
Confringo.
Так, а если мы вот так подойдем? Нет, ключ нужен. Прошептать пароль.
Toujours pure.
И снова лестница. Обожаю их.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Портрет спящих. Не всем директорам и директрисам нравится заново переживать повседневные трудности, с которыми они постоянно сталкивались во время управления школой чародейства и волшебства. Некоторые предпочитают наслаждаться заслуженным сном, если представляется такая возможность. Ну да, кто-то спит из них. Большинство, точнее.
Revelio.
Смотрите, это кабинет Дамблдора. Шапка для распределения. Эта зачарованная шляпа была создана 4 основателями Хогвартса как средство, с помощью которого ученики определяются в один из 4 факультетов школы. Имея опыт в легилименции, распределяющая шляпа может заглянуть в голову тестируемого студента, что позволяет ей считывать его мысли и способности. Жалко, с ней взаимодействовать нельзя.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Найдите книгу в кабинете
That
директора.
must be the pedestal.
Так, а это что такое лежит? Записочка. Давайте записку почитаем. Чек. Средства для укрепления волос, воск для усов, помада для волос из бундимуна, расческа с жемчужиной ручкой, чесалка для спины с золотой ручкой, доксицит. Уплачена лишь малая часть суммы. Не забыть направить счет в министерство. Вот и книга, видимо.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Мантия понадобится. Ну хорошо.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Как же это по-детски, согласитесь. Еще теперь по столсу уходить надо. Ну, придумали.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Можно через весь город пробраться. Странная миссия.
I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right.
Я вроде рассчитал время.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Да, и куча людей передо мной. Во, развернулся. Так, еще немного.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Видимо, наверх надо.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Да уж. Отвернулся.
Nothing this way.
Снова смерть.
There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Только наверх, я бы сказал. О.
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
Так, ну вроде прошли. Очень занимательная миссия. Таинственная мантия.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Хотелось бы все-таки, чтобы кто-то рассказал, чем различается заклинание невидимости и мантия. И что? Тут все закрыто. Мы теперь можем через них ходить, да?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Хорошо.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Максимально странная миссия. С такой рисовкой.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Бузиновая палочка. А, понятно, мы дары смерти сейчас все найдем. Осталось найти философский камень бессмертия.
I've never felt such power. Depulsion!
Хоть подраться можно.
Descender, Depulsion, Bombarder, Defender, Bombarder, Descender, Depulsion, Defender.
А тут другие заклинания, кстати. Ну, хорошо, что стелса так много нету.
Descender. Depulsion. Defender. Descender. Bombarder. Defender. Depulsion. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Descender, Bombarder, Defender, Protego. Descender, Defender, Descender. Depulsion.
Я вспомнил
Bombarder.
это заклинание. Как-то на арену смахивает.
Bombarder. Descender. Defender. Descender. Bombarder. Depulsion. Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Depulsion.
Так, давайте-ка древней магии.
Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Bombarder. Descender. Descender. Depulsion. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder.
Включился не на то заклинание.
Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Protego.
Так, на в обраточку.
Descender. Depulsion. Defender.
Не в того.
Descender. Bombarder. Defender. Potato. Defender.
Так, изничтожили. Там какие-то условия еще были. Забыл немножко.
Defender. Bombarder. Potato. Descender. Bombarder. Descender. Repulsor. Potato.
Немножко уйти с дороги.
Bombarder. Descender. Bombarder. Defender. Potato. Descender. Defender.
Интересно, а вот эти маги призываются бесконечно?
Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Bombarder.
Я имею в виду мелкие.
Defender. Bombarder. Potato.
Да, я так понимаю, бесконечно.
Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Bombarder.
Так, мы даже доп-миссии завершили. Меньше, чем за 5 минут. Что-то мне кажется, что это и есть испытание. Зачем такая рисовка?
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Да это не простой камень. Там даже знак нарисован. Палочка, мантия. И сам камень. Даров смерти. Знак даров смерти.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it
Оставь
seems.
скорбящих и иди дальше.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Neve, why? May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Ну да, это было испытание. Ну, хорошо, хоть к третьему испытанию
But there's no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Давайте посмотрим, что стало. С отцом.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Nia, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Ну, в общем, начала обижаться она, по всей видимости.
Revelio.
Давайте переговорим. Вот и четвертый.
Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Так, ну еще одно испытание пройдено. И мы стали 24 уровня.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Интересно, а это доп-миссия или основная? По идее, основная. Требования бомбарда, видите? Требования есть. Так, ну еще можно походить. Может, он еще раз свяжется с нами. Нам же нужно сестру излечить. Ну ладно. Видимо, почта не приходит, значит, попозже свяжется. На этом серию завершаем. Спасибо за просмотр. Надеюсь, было интересно. Всего хорошего.